Welcome to the first video from Photographic. My name is Akshay Dhave. I've been doing photography for many years now. I started when I was 12ish with my dad's film SLR camera, and I soon became the family photographer for all kinds of events which I hated and I still do. So I don't do like wedding photography or event photography as much as I can avoid it. But I spend my time doing mainly landscapes, a little bit of portraits here and there, cityscapes because I travel a lot for work. And so that's the kind of photography that I'm into. Now, of course, the last year has been about the pandemic and the lockdown, and so I haven't gotten around to do any landscape photography, of course, been stuck at home. And I have been getting more and more into portraiture, but at the same time I'm beginning to really crave doing videos, and I have a couple of ideas in my mind, some related to work and some related to photography. I'm going to try to put a course together around some of these topics. So I thought that I would start this channel off by unboxing my new gadget. I am a gadget nut, as is every photographer, and so I have a bunch of camera equipment. I have old film cameras, the big large format cameras, as well as some of the new digital ones. I shoot with the Sony A7 III, and video is new to me though, and so I'm really excited about what I got last week, actually just a couple of days ago, and it's the Godox SL60W, which is like a beginner video light, and I'm excited about it because some of my existing modifiers are going to work on that. So it has an adjustment where I can use a shoot through umbrella, which is what I'm using right now. This is a cheap Digitech light. It's a LCD LED panel, and I've put a shoot through umbrella on top of it to diffuse the light, and so that's the result. I can use the shoot through umbrella, I can use a normal umbrella to reflect light back, and I can also use my softbox, which is a Bowens mount. So I'm really excited to try all of that out. The only problem with the softbox is that it's a rectangular softbox, and being a photographer, that's what I got when I got it. But I'm excited to see how the light looks. It won't create a good catch light in my eyes because it'll be square, but I think it should do for now. If I make videos consistently on this channel, I will go buy myself something more fancy. But let's get to it, the unboxing. See you. Alright, so as you can see, this is way too bright. Now this is just the bare light at 100%. It's not too bad. I've kept the aperture at f4, the ISO at 1000 and my speed at 150, and that's the settings that I was recording with earlier when I was using my Digitech light. That was also at 100%. This is of course way too bright. But it's only a 60 watt light, so it's not too bad. I'm going to put some modifiers in front of it. I've also seen experiments where the reflector actually makes it much brighter, So this is the bare light. I'm going to add the reflector first, and then I'm going to add a couple of other modifiers, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so this is the light with the reflector. I am sure that this is brighter. I can't even look in that direction. It's extremely bright. It's like sunlight. So I'm going to try not to look there. But I'm going to put the shoot-through umbrella, and that is the exact setup that I had with the Digitech. So let's see how that works. Alright, so this is the SL60W at 100% power, but with a shoot-through umbrella in front of it. And of course this is much better. It's still bright, brighter than the Digitech that I was using earlier, but it's much softer. I can look at it, which is so much better. It does fill up the whole room though, and so I do want to try with a reflected umbrella and see what that looks like. So I'm going to try that quickly, and then the last thing that I'm going to do is try the softbox that I have, the square one. It is supposed to be a Bowens mount, and if it works, I'll be very happy. So let's see. Alright, so this is what it looks like with a reflected umbrella, light reflected back from the umbrella. Now this is just a random umbrella with a silver cloth, so it's not a professional equipment, and so I'm going to take it as it is. Also, the body of the light is of course blocking a bunch of the light that is coming towards me, but it does give a little bit of a different effect than the shoot-through umbrella, and I'll see where I can use it. It might actually be handy. And the last thing I want to do is try out the softbox, so I'll see you with that. The Bowens mount won't work. I made a really silly mistake. It takes Bowens attachments, but it is not a attachment that will go onto a Bowens mount, and so that's a disappointment, which means that I will have to invest in the softbox sooner or later. But for now, I feel like this setup will work well. So until next time.